Hello, welcome to Jermaine's Green Team. So, just wanted to have a chit chat with you. The husbands, does any of you husbands out there have issues with the wife? Like my wife, Rosie, she is got a bit of a social issue. Incredibly shy when she comes to other people, so she doesn't do much talking around in public. But once we get home, I have to hear all the frustration and irritation. But then when we get back out in public, like for instance, court, we're dealing with court, she does kind of stay quiet on a lot of it. Yeah, it's just kind of too because we know the seriousness of the nature, and that's part of the reason she knows. They know how sensitive it can be. One wrong damn thing, and it's all gone to heck. But right now we're dealing with the court, and they're trying to like CPS the way they painted out the picture is like I am a controlling individual because I'm the one that puffs out my chest when we get up there and I stand out as the shield. When we get home and Rosie's being quiet at court and everything else, I do the loudness. I am the one who tries to speak up for the family. But when we get home, it turns out to be the opposite way around. I have to hear her. There's days and days where I have to hear her be upset about what's going on. And I keep trying to tell her to open her mouth and use her voice. So I am going to try to get her on here because I told her we can record it. And if she doesn't like it, she can redo it. So she can actually get her voice heard. So the courts and everyone can hear her thought on how she feels to where she's a little more comfortable without actual eyes staring at her because we're so used to these dang things called phones that it's just nothing more different in the room. So she's going to try to sit down and express how she feels. And she's going to actually talk about the situation on how she feels she was kidnapped by the two state troopers and the CPS worker. So we will be getting that uploaded and taken care of. I've been asking her to get going on the slideshows. I'm not exactly sure how far she's gotten on them. I know she's been spending more time in there doing her drawing and coloring, but I don't blame her for that. And that's her therapy, just like I go walk to the garden. She does her drawing and coloring. So, and after they took summer, she has been a lot doing more time in the coloring and the drawing just to keep her mind off things. So. But yeah, we do plan on getting that. I did see, there is one thing that I can say that the CPS worker was right about. I did find down over here where the chicken scratched, there's one board I do have to replace down there. So I guess they can see the ground the outside ground from inside. But the rest of it, it was an outright lie. Because it was a straight attack on our family yet again from CPS. They purposely and knowingly lied to the court, stating it was an air mattress, and it was not. It was a solid mattress on the floor. They didn't even attempt to check it. They didn't even attempt to ask. They knew what it was. They lied under oath. And as for the pack and play up in the rafters, the pack and play is up in the rafters because we have a cat, a dog, and two puppies. So we don't really have that much room in our bedroom area at this present moment because we got a few things in there to keep the dogs off it. We got to get them this area set up outside yet. So during the daytime, we fold it up, put it up in the rafters to keep the animals off it so it doesn't get destroyed. It doesn't get a bunch of fur on it. And summer, the bed gets cleared, and Summer was laid right in the middle of the bed, an actual mattress in the middle of the mattress. And she's way too little to roll. And the mattress is on the floor. So it's like literally like maybe 7 or 8 inches off the floor. So and then she come in, she's not a licensed contractor. She has no clue in regards to what is going on in the repairs and upgrades in the home, the renovations. And she's trying to testify under oath in regards to, like, you seem like you don't even know what you're doing to be a CPS worker, let alone a contractor to do repairs. Like, and then dog on me about don't know whether or not certification to tend to the well. I'm life certified. That's what I mean. Honestly, it frustrates me. This is what I refer to as first world problems. Like people are like, I have life lessons. I have been doing wells. I have turned to multiple of my elders, like we're supposed to, the old way, multiple elders to assist me who have done well, more wells than I can even imagine. But you know what? Yeah, dog on us on everything you can. I bought the wrong pressure switch. Dog on the fact that it has to be manually turned on and turned off. Slander our name, attack our family, lie under oath, willingly and knowingly. And then I told my lawyer repeatedly and nudging him on the arm like he asked me to do, and was pointing out the lies. And I thought that's what lawyers are supposed to do, make sure the court doesn't put down on documentation falsified information or misinformation. But we'll get to that later. Well, no, I don't feel that's fine. You know, the judge literally sat there and said Judy and Ellie were the two born at home when it was Glenn and Judy who were born at home. And Ellie was born premature, 31 weeks. She spent the first month in the hospital. Then I tried telling him that. He didn't tell the judge. That stuff matters. Because the judge now is going to be thinking about this case for the next week and a half, 2 weeks. And every bit of information, every bit of anything, it goes through all their heads. Prosecuting attorneys, every one of them. And they don't have what they need to have submitted because the state workers would rather lie. But they're trying to reunite our family. And now they're saying that Ellie's blood sugar was 38 when she was put into the hospital, when they took her by force without a warrant. They said that her blood sugar was 38 when she went to the hospital, and after they fed her a bottle, it went up to 70. Now, I'm going to be honest with you people. I was incarcerated for several days before they took the babies. Now, I'm taking Rosie and Grandma for face value when they say they were taking care of them when I was in jail. Judge Beebe was informed that I was the sole provider for my children before she incarcerated me for my 30 days on the failure to know show. And I do know that a lot of this is because of me not being at the home, because I am father and mother for most part. Rosie has her ability to do quite a bit of stuff around the house, and she helps out what she can, but there is her limitations, and I know that. We've been together 13 years. We're together for a reason, because we love each other. We butt heads a lot, because she, you know, her lifestyle is a little bit different than mine, kind of. Rosie did grow up. Her grandmother was a hoarder, like buried alive hoarder, so I had a little bit of experience with that when I was a child, and I did not like it one bit. So I kind of like a little bit OCD about it. I am a pack rat, and I a little bit of uncleanliness for a minute while you're busy is something, but to let something go to the point to where it's trashed, I can't take that. So that is one of the things me and her do butt heads about quite a bit. You know, if a trash can's 10 foot from you, put it in the can. That's it. So, but yeah, that's the thing too. Like they went back on our composting toilet yet again. So now I've got to gather together all the data. That's what frustrates me too. Is like I thought attorneys are literally their job is to gather the evidence and to make sure. But yet again, here I am with another attorney wanting me to do all this work. But then when I tell him I want my wife to sit down in the room so she can hear what is said, so when we come home, we can discuss as a couple with what we want to do further, he tells me he's not willing to. Our court-appointed attorneys would not let my court-appointed attorney would not let my wife in the room, would not let Rosie in the room with us. Her court-appointed attorney really didn't want to talk to me. They say they're going different ways on this. Well, that's where me and Rosie are talking about having to file the motion to remove themselves because we don't want different ways on this. We're as a family together. And they're trying to continually attack us. I don't know. Like, it is a literal breakdown of communication through the attorneys, and they are going to refuse it, just like Ewa did through Saginaw. It was a breakdown of communication through her, so what did she do? She filed for a Gale on Rosie. You want to talk about near full? Whoo! I still don't hear the end of that. Every time, Rosie, I'll be hearing it just because I mentioned it. They put a Gale on Rosie. They took away her rights. They stopped her from having her voice in court. She's livid. You guys will be hearing about that. It's insane. Violation after violation of our rights. They have the evidence to prove that it's violation of our rights, and CPS will stand right on. Oh, and because it's technically civil court, it's probate court, hearsay is acceptable. Kangaroo court. Well, you guys, I'm going to get off here. I got to get some coffee in the pan. I'll pop a short up on that. I'll share the cowboy go-go juice. I don't use no coffee pot. I got a stainless steel pan of water and coffee grounds. Alrighty, you guys, I've done enough chit-chat, and I'm going to get off here, get the day going. We got to get that money in the account, get this installation up. We got like a week and a half when we got to get this shit. We got to get the stuff put together. Yeah, they want to see that progress. It doesn't matter what CPS sees anymore. It's about the judge. I'll make sure to get a recording and have it, put it on the flash drive or something so he can see it in person. I'm not even going to, at this present moment, if the CPS worker steps on my property, I will prosecute her for trespassing because I'm not willing to deal with anybody who's going to lie under oath to slander our family's name. So, yeah, thank you guys for watching. Remember, keep it growing.